Domestic assault, so there's a lot of confusion with that. A lot of people think that can be just between like a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend. That is the most frequent way that comes up, but it can come up with, have it come up with MTSU college students. It's anybody who lives together or has had any kind of romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be romantic. Again, it can be roommates, but it's any kind of situation where parties live together and they get into some sort of altercation. That altercation can be physical by way of pushing somebody or hitting or slapping, or it can be verbal threats. One of the things that frequently happens when you get arrested for domestic assault, one of your bond conditions is going to be that you're not allowed to return back to that residence until we get into court. So basically that means you get arrested, you can't go back to that residence, so you've got to go move in with mom and dad or get a hotel or find something temporarily while you're waiting for a court date. That can be a permanent thing where you're not allowed back to that residence, or it can be a temporary thing that we can get into court within a couple of weeks and get those bond conditions modified potentially and get you back in the house if that's what both parties want. I do a lot of domestic assaults, usually, and those can be charged, depending on the situation, it can be charged as a Class A misdemeanor. That'd be what's called a simple domestic assault with a maximum punishment of 11 months and 29 days. Or it can be charged as a felony domestic assault. What makes it a felony is if either some sort of weapon is used, so a gun or a knife or any other kind of weapon, or if there is any kind of serious bodily injury, you punch someone and their nose was broken or something to that effect. If there's some sort of serious bodily injury, it can make it aggravated domestic assault, which makes it a C felony. So the penalties are much harsher in that kind of scenario. So one of the things that we can do, you can do this previous to even the first court date, is you can go to do some anger management, or if alcohol is involved, you could go do some AA meetings prior to the court date. Those are things that certainly can be used when I'm negotiating with the prosecutor to try to work out a much more favorable deal for the client.